do a guy like Paul Pierce get? What benefits do a guy like Paul Pierce get from marriage? The motherfucker who made all the money in the world,
Mm-hmm.
been successful, been famous, been met every celebrity. What benefit do I get? Like
Well,
why should I get married for secure? Like what?
well,
Tell me.
I guess my first question for
How can
you.
I tell somebody trust? I could trust them. How
Mm-hmm.
can I tell that somebody that's not just getting married for what I bring to the table
Mm-hmm.
and all of this? Like, what am I looking for? What do I look for?
Mm-hmm. What's the answer to that?
I don't know.
Well, then I can't answer you.
Mm.
I
Because
need
the
to know the
truth is,
answer.
yeah, because if marriage doesn't mean anything to you, then you shouldn't get
I'm
married.
looking for love. How do I know what true
No,
love look like?
that won't work. Love ain't enough. Love
I'm
is not
looking for
enough to stay married.
support. I'm looking for a
That's too
partner.
easy.
All right. So what is that look like? What is marriage about?
Mhm.
All right? I'm looking for somebody spiritual who loves God, who like
It's
I could
not
say
enough.
like what is
Well,
it
let her
then?
talk.
You
Say
said all
something.
the six things. I didn't
Yeah,
name five of them.
right.
You said I'm not looking for
Safety,
that.
security, respect, emotional intelligence,
Yeah.
emotional regulation, openness, and honesty. I
So
need all six. Everything else is figure outable.
These questions are rolling on the bottom. Ali take over. It says, is avoiding marriage a smart move or a sign of emotional fear? Y'all can have the conversation openly, but if you lose it, go back to the message. Let me bring the lovely Jazz.
And please let the women ask first or answer
Yeah, the
first.
lady, it's ladies first.
Thank you.
Miss Kelly.
Thank you. Look, these dudes been yapping, Ali.
You got- matter of fact, the beautiful Jazz, you can go first, and then Kelly, and then B. Since B spoke more than everybody, because we've been breaking down her story. Go ahead, my beautiful Jazz sister. What you
Hey,
think
Jim.
about?
Hey, girl.
What's up, y'all? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. You sound
Oh,
good.
okay, good.
Do you know
Okay,
the
so
question? You got the question right
yeah,
there.
what's the question?
Is avoiding marriage a smart move or a sign of emotional fear?
Um, is avoiding marriage a smart move or a sign of emotional fear?
Mhm.
I think it would depend on the person if it is a smart move for them. But I also think that it is true that some people do have an emotional fear factor that prevents them for obtaining meaningful relationships that turn into monogamous relationships in marriage. So yeah, I think both can be true.
Okay. How about you, my sister Kelly?
Okay, so to add on to what Jazz was saying, I do think it depends on the person. I'll give you an example for Fatty, because Fatty asked this question before he left. I don't see marriage benefiting Fatty. I actually agree with Fatty not being married, and the reason being, one, Fatty's an atheist, so while a lot of people marry, they want to, or Christians, or I'm not even gonna say Christians, I say people that are have some type of religion. They know if they continuously fornicate, that's a sin. They're sinning against God. Their union, whether it be common law, whatever the case may be, is not a true union in the eyes of God. So Fatty being an atheist, that already X's him out. And probably Paul Pierce, I would imagine Paul Pierce lives a pretty and it's not me judging because I'm familiar with the guy. He seems like he's perfectly, oh, he has no fear of going to hell, I would say, as far as fornicating. So I can see why Paul Pierce doesn't want to get married. Secondly, the same thing with Fatty as it is with Paul Pierce. Fatty once said he makes 7 times the average woman in Portugal. So financially, a lot of broke people or poor people, they get married because there's financial benefits to it. For Fatty and for Paul Pierce, there's no financial benefit. So I don't see what reason Fatty or Paul Pierce would have to get married. It's no benefit to them. Now, to answer to further expand the question, those instances for if you have religion, there's a reason for that why you would want to get married. If you don't have religion, but you see the financial benefits of getting married, I could see that. But typically, I don't understand why people that don't believe in God get married. That's just my opinion.
Hmm. I'm not going to address that yet. But my sister Athena, how about you?
So the question was whether it was like
It's
emotional
right here.
fear
It's on the
or
it's scrolling on the bottom. Is avoiding marriage a smart move or a sign of emotional fear?
Okay, am I still frozen?
No, you're perfect.
Oh, okay. So I definitely don't think it's emotional fear. That doesn't even make sense to me. It's just it's not beneficial for men to marry anymore because the judicial system favors women so greatly and they can take advantage of men. The only reason for marriage I would see as a Christian is because it's one of the sacraments, and like Kelly was saying, is so that you're not fornicating, you're not having sex out of marriage, and there is divinity in the union between a man and a woman. But if a man chooses not to get married, in modern society, I'm not going to say that's because he fears anything. Maybe having everything stolen from him and his children stolen from him, and possibly raising kids that aren't his. But I don't think it's an emotional fear. Like, I don't think it's an insecurity or anything like that. I think honestly, it's just men being smart because of what has been shown. And it seems like modern women, as soon as they get any sort of power, they abuse it. So, yeah.
So B, I'd love you to answer the question as well too, and then expound on. I'd love the sisters to respond to if they disagree with Athena said. So say your perspective on whether you believe it's avoiding is a smart move or it's a sign of emotional fear, and then if you any one of you disagree with Athena, it'd be nice to hear a rebuttal.
I think that it is a sign of emotional fear. Personally, I feel like when you get married and you're committing to a person, that is a benefit. I feel like why is that not a benefit to somebody to have someone to take care of, to be loyal to them, for them to be loyal to that person? Like you are avoiding everything that comes with marriage, being number one, being loyal, being committed to that person, having a bond in front of God, right? Because again, I am a religious person. So it says that a man who finds a wife finds a treasure. And if you are saying, like, I don't need the treasure because I have everything, is disrespectful to God because he put women in this world so that you can find your helpmate. And whether that help is financial or not should not be discredited. Whether it's somebody being there for you emotionally or being there for you for your children or to take care of the home when you're not there, because there are a lot of men who are providing and they can't take care of all of the things at home, and that's where the woman steps in. She takes care of everything that you need at home, whether that's, cooking and cleaning, taking running after children, or sucking and fucking. You know what I mean? All of those things are needed.
Mm.
And to say
Okay.
that you don't need them, that's just a fear of being emotionally attached to somebody. You just don't want to get hurt.
Okay, so before we get the rebuttal to what Athena said, most women we come across say they don't need men or marriage anymore. So do y'all need to get married?
I want to get married.
Mm. Jazz, you think you want to get married?
My man and I are definitely getting married.
Okay. How about you, Kelly?
Period. I'm married.
Oh, okay. What if he gets with you and he doesn't want to get married? He sees you as a benefit to be with him, and he would stay with you, but he doesn't want to get married. Would you stay with him?
No.
Hmm.
Why would
Okay.
I why would I do that?
Okay. So Athena didn't see it as a benefit, as marriage being a benefit to men currently in today's market, not taken away from the great women who it would be a benefit to be with. Why do y'all rebuttal her? Do you disagree with her that it's benefit to most men, or you don't see it as a benefit to most men?
Well, I
I
don't know.
actually said that before. I said I don't. I think certain men like Fatty, like Paul Pierce.
No, 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 no.
I don't think it's a benefit.
But but shouldn't it be if we tell brothers at the bottom that you get the pick of the litter when you are extremely successful and reputable, why would it not benefit those men if we're telling men to be great men and you get the pick of the litter and you should get the best women? Why wouldn't it be beneficial?
Oh, it's easy because they can easily just get another chick. They can have women that'll sign up to be girlfriends indefinitely, and they don't have to worry about losing their financial wealth, so forth and so on. So I fully like I said, unless you are a God-fearing person and you know have a real fear of hell, I can see why these men would not want to get married. Because why would what reason would they have to get married? They can just get another girlfriend to do everything that B said earlier. Like there are women that are perfectly fine with being a girlfriend and having their needs met and
So
taking care of the
that's
dude, taking care of the household.
so that's two. And I guess what Fatty is saying too, Kevin Samuel's talking point about and Red Pill talking point has to be destroyed, because the better a man gets, the more reputable he becomes and greater he becomes, and like women become their worst version. So if Athena and Kelly sees it as becoming detrimental to a man to have success and it is used against him, B and Jazz, do you disagree with Athena and Kelly?
Well, I mean, I see both point of views, but I think when I hear like why it doesn't benefit, it's always about like what happens if the marriage ends, right? It's like we're talking about, does marriage benefit us? No, because of divorce. But we're not talking about divorce. We're talking about the benefits of marriage. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I understand that if marriages fail, and you married someone who's out to get you, it could be harmful for whoever makes the most money. We'll just put it like that.
Okay.
But I don't think that it could be, you know what I mean, depending on who you're dealing with. But I don't think there are just no benefits at all for men to
Mm-hmm.
get married and be in a marriage. There's so many benefits for men to get married. In fact, statistics show men thrive better in life when they are married. When they do
Okay.
have a wife, they
So
make
so
Mhm.
So Jazz, so let's put it this way. Let's say we say when you with the man, you get his reputation, you get his resources, you get his protection, you get his validation, you get his inheritance, you get catering, and then we go to the brothers. What do men get? And men will get shamed for not being leaders and good men and righteous men and catering men as well too. What do most men get when they get married to a man if it benefits them?
What do most men get when they get married to a man?
No, to a woman. Like, what
Oh,
do when a man gets married, since you believe it benefits them, because I told you how it benefits
you
men,
you said
and
men
you
at first. I'm sorry, that's why I
and
was confused. But
I
go
apologize, and you can
ahead.
see it. It's tangible things we can see that proves that a man loves you and supports you. How, if it benefits a man, can you tell me the tangible things that a man gets that benefits him if he marries a woman, especially if he's a high earner?
Sure. So if you are choosing correctly, right, meaning you're choosing a woman of substance, of value, you guys are aligned, you'll get a woman that is loyal to you, a woman that is respectful of you, a woman that will encourage you and help for you to become the best version of yourself, whatever that may look like, right?
No,
So
no, no,
that
no. Hold, excuse me. No, a tangible responsibility, something you can not intangibles. What is the tangible responsibility that he gets as a benefit? Like, we're going to give you our resources, our
okay,
provisions.
sure. So
What is something we can see and go, you know what, brother? And you would be shamed for if you didn't do.
I that was a loaded question, but I will
Okay.
say that statistics do show that when men are married, they tend to make more money because when they are entering certain spaces in the corporate sector or just advancing in high society, those
Mhm.
a lot of those men are married, and a lot of those men view other men who are married as very responsible, that has something to lose, that has something to honor and respect, and so they tend to advance in their respective fields. This is a stat that you can look up. So one thing tangible is your money and your income will increase. Also, stats do also show that men who are married tend to live longer because their wives are doting on them and basically caring for them full time. We're
Mm.
making sure that you're eating correctly. We're making sure that you're up to date on your physical exams. We're feeding you with love, all of these things. If you're with a peaceful woman, she's adding to your mental health, your spiritual health. Stats do show that you can look them up, that men do have those tangibles that they receive when they become married.
Mm. Okay. Um, outside, I'm going right to the brothers. That last question. Would most women stay with men if they were just respectful, loyal, and they made more money if the guy got with you? Would most women stay with a man just being loving, loyal, excuse me, respectful, and it made you make more money when he got with you? Or would he have to
Wait,
make
wait,
more
wait,
money?
wait, wait, wait. Okay, give me a
If
concise.
so, I'm gonna get
I
ask
got
you. You said
ADD
what
real bad.
you said what a man benefits from is getting respect, loyalty, and now that he's with you, he's gonna make more money. Would most women stay with a man if that's what he brought to you? Not you personally. Would most women stay with man if all he's bringing is loyalty, respect, and somehow you start making more money because he's with you?
No.
Well,
No.
no, because women are different and we seek different things when we seek our partners. So, of course, we're going to look at I'm already secure and stable within myself, right? As
Mhm.
as a single person. But if I'm going to align with a man, I am as a woman, I'm looking for security. I'm looking for a man with stability, the same if not more. You know what I mean? I'm a woman, that's just like my natural nature, right? So, of course, if I'm stable and I'm secure, I'm going to look for someone that's in alignment with that. You can be loyal, you can be respectful and nice, but if you are financially insecure to like just like as it pertains to your standards, then no, that wouldn't be something I would be interested in. And I don't
Okay.
know if other, but we have seen women that will take that. We have
Okay.
seen women that will take the man that has everything but a job. You know what I
So,
mean?
right, of
But
course.
income, you know?